The introduction of Kia's latest 3-cylinder 1.0-liter turbocharged petrol engine is welcome. The outgoing Rio suffered for its lack of a decent downsized motor, and in the ways likely to matter to most buyers, this new model prospers where previous incumbents floundered. Principally this is because it fulfills the modern three-pot brief of being relatively quiet, tractable from low revs and parsimonious enough to compete with the small diesel's running costs. With modest expectations applied, being fast enough is much the same as being good enough. 2 up, the Rio reached 60 miles per hour from rest in 10.0 sec, almost a second and a half quicker than its 1.4-liter engined predecessor we figured 5 years ago, and marginally quicker than even the 1.5-liter Mazda 2 tested. It helps that only one gear change is required to get there, with the second of this Rio's 5 very long ratios being good for the national speed limit. Third gear is sufficiently drawn out to hit 100 miles per hour within the 1-mile mark of Millbrook Strait. Getting there, it must be said, is a mite less than compelling. Credibly industrious the 3-pot may well be, but the upper reaches of its delivery are muted compared with the thrummy excitableness of Ford's 1.0-liter EcoBoost triple. So benign is the Kia's engine above 3000 rpm, in fact, that it's quite possible to travel substantial distances in a lower gear, oblivious to any need for an efficiency-aiding upshift. The slightly high 7.1 dB recorded at 70 miles per hour is mostly a component of tire noise on Millbrook's unforgiving concrete. On asphalt the Rio is agreeably hushed. We'd still favor a 6th gear, though. The 3-pot needs to turn briskly at 80 miles per hour, and an additional cog on the slightly gummy-feeling manual shifter would give you the perfect ratio for cruising on the motorway.